Good morning and welcome to week 2 of Dare Boldly, no matter your age. I was going to say there's one of those senior gaps in my memory, but all my life I've had that issue and I never called it um, a 30s gap or a 40s gap or but we do as we get older. We have this unconscious bias to think that so much of what happens to us in our bodies falling apart, which is also how we frame aging at times, or how we do certain things like forget someone's name or where we put the keys or why did I walk into this room. Well, I've done those things all my life, but for some reason I have this unconscious bias in me that equates those to being older. So unconscious bias they're basically 3 areas. There's informational bias, there's selection bias, and then there's what they call confounding bias. Informational bias is when we search for specific information that will either support or reject a theory we have, not because consciously we think we're just trying to show that what I'm thinking is right, as opposed to the unconscious part of that, which is I must defend against things that are contrary to what I believe in. And so I'm only going to pick the information that will support my theory versus I'm going to look at the whole swath of information and determine where do I really fit within that information. When it comes to selection process, an example of that would be in recruiting, where you tend to, and this happens, people tend to select candidates for a job who have similar interests or the similar age, or it could be even a similar color hair. We have this selection process. Baby girls will pick a baby girl kind of thing. And then the confounding are those ones where we don't know why we think like that, but we do. And so one of those would be this idea around aging is tough. It's not fun. And we were not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. I'm not going to, no. I just don't even want to talk about, or the other one, which is, well, I can't do that. I'm too old. That's an unconscious bias. Who says you can't do it? So that's really what this week is about. It's talking about those things that we don't like to talk about. Maybe because we just think it's wrong to talk about them. Maybe it's because people don't talk about them. Maybe it's because it scares us to even think about or talk about aging. So I do hope you join me on the journey this week. It has been great to get your comments and things, and I've really valued the feedback and the comments. One woman wrote this, Donna, wrote this beautiful poem on her Facebook page about aging. And so for me today, it's around, don't ask me how many times I've been around the sun. Ask me how many sunrises have taken my breath away. So, thanks for being here. I look forward to chatting with you all week and exploring the idea of aging and our unconscious bias that either impact the older people around us or the younger people around us, and also my thoughts on aging. See you later. Bye-bye.